Hey, I'm Isaac, and welcome to the University Writing Center's MLA 8th Edition video series. This video focuses on MLA formatting. If you would like to skip ahead or move backwards in this video, use the table of contents located below the video. Closed captioning can be turned on by clicking the CC icon located on the bottom right of the video. The main topics covered in this video are general guidelines for formatting, the first page, headers, and formatting the Works Cited page. The additional videos in this series cover more specific aspects of citation, introducing MLA, intake citation, and Works Cited pages. MLA 8th edition gives several guidelines on how to put together your paper. First, your paper should have 1-inch margins on the top, bottom, and both sides. This is the default in most, but not all, word processors. Second, MLA calls for 12-point font, which is frequently not the default font size. Third, make sure you use a legible font. Times New Roman is most frequently used, and many professors prefer it. Next, be sure that your paper is double-spaced. This simply means that there is a full space between each line. There is an option to set this up automatically in word processors. Finally, the beginning of each of your paragraphs should be indented 0.5 inches. To begin the first page of your paper, MLA calls for the inclusion of your first and last name, the instructor's name, your class, and the date. This goes in the top left of your paper before even the title and is not indented in any way. Here's an example of what this section should look like. Note that each piece of information is on its own line. After you finish with the previous information, you should insert your paper's title. The title goes one line under the date and should be in the center of your paper, like so. Finally, after you finish the first page, you need to include a header. This goes in the far top right of each page and should contain your last name and the page number. In order to add the header in Microsoft Word, begin by double-clicking the top of your document, which will open up the Header and Footer Tools tab. Then click the page number box, hover over Top of Page, and select plain number 3. This will add a page number to every page of your document. From there, you can simply type your last name next to the page number, resulting in a completed header. The Works Cited page is where you will list all the sources used in your paper. Continue to double space the text, use Times New Roman font, and include your header with the page number and your last name. The Works Cited page needs to begin on its own new page at the end of your project. Works Cited needs to be centered as the first line on the page. Citations need to be placed in alphabetical order, using the first letter that appears in each citation. Finally, it is common for a citation to use more than one line. When this happens, the second line and all that follow should be indented a ½ inch. This is called a hanging indent. Check out our MLA Works Cited video for more information about how to create individual Works Cited entries. Visit our website, linked in the description, for additional resources. U of L community members can visit the University Writing Center in person or virtually. You can also download our handout on MLA 8th edition. The next video in the MLA series is in-text citations, followed by Works Cited.